Hello and welcome to this new video tutorial of Marketplace Shipping Availability Check for Magento 2. In today's video tutorial, we'll be showing you the backend configuration of this particular extension and the workflow at the front end as well. Apart from that, we'll also show you how the sellers would be able to set the shipping availability check for their products. And before we proceed further, let me give you an overview of this particular extension. Basically, using this extension, the users would be able to check the availability of a product using the zip codes. So you just need to simply enter the zip code on the product page and you will be able to know whether the product is available for that entered zip code or not. So let's get ahead and let's see how this extension actually works. And for that, let me take you further ahead to the backend configuration panel of the admin so as to configure the module configuration settings in the first place. So let me take you to the backend now. So here I am at the admin backend panel. So let's tap the sign in button so as to log into the admin backend panel. So we have logged into the admin backend panel here. And before we proceed further, let me tell you that the instance that I'm currently using has some other extensions installed as well. So let's get ahead and let's see how we can configure the shipping availability check module from the admin backend panel first. So for that, we'll navigate through stores, configuration. So here we are on the configuration page, and on the left hand side under the web code block, we need to find the marketplace zip code validator, as we can see here. Now to bring up the configuration settings, we'll tap it up, or we can make a click on that, and this brings up the configuration settings for the marketplace zip code validator. And as you can see, under the general settings, we have three different options that we can configure. So let's go through each of them one by one. So the very first option is enable, and here we can choose from a yes or a no. So if we select this module enable option as yes, then the module would be available for use at the front end. Otherwise, if we select this option as no, then the module would be disabled at the front end, and the customers won't be able to see that zip code validator option there, wherein they can type in their zip code so as to check the product availability for the entered zip code. So for the time being, what we'll do is we'll enable this option as yes, so as to enable the module at the front end. After that, we have the option allow place order only for saved zip code. So here also we have two options to choose from. We can select a yes or a no. So here what we can do is basically, so if we have selected this option as yes, then the customer will be able to place the orders only for the saved zip codes. So what this actually means is that if a zip code does not match from the zip code list that the admin or the seller has uploaded from their end for their particular region, then the order won't be able to be processed, like the customer cannot place the order for that. So if you select this option as no, then a customer can place an order for any of the zip codes that he has entered during the checkout process, and the zip code validation rule would not work in this case. So for yes, only the saved zip codes that are uploaded by the admin or the sellers would be used for placing the orders, and if you select this as no, then the customer would be able to place the orders for any of the zip codes that he enters while making a checkout. So we'll select this as yes, because we'll be uploading the zip codes for our regions that we are going to create, and then we'll be attaching those regions to the products, or we will be assigning those regions to the products. So and the last option that we have here is zip code validator availability. So here we have two options to choose from. One is apply to the individual products, and the other one is apply to all of the products. Now the admin can choose among these as per his requirement. The admin here can select among the two options, either the what we say as an individual product or all products. so as to make the shipping check field visible on the product page. So if the admin has selected the option that is apply to individual products, then the admin needs to select the product by going to the product edit page and then select the appropriate region for this particular product. So that was about the apply to individual products. So the to apply the zip code validator availability, the admin can apply the zip code validator to work for the individual products, and if the admin wants, he can also apply it to all of the products. Then the shipping field check would be visible for all of the products that are there within the catalog. So you can choose any one. If you want to apply it to only the individual products, then you'll have to select the apply to individual products. Otherwise, if you want to apply the zip code validator availability for all of the products within there, then you can select the apply to all products. And lastly, you can tap the save configuration button on the top right hand corner to save the configuration settings for the marketplace zip code validator or the shipping check validator module. So that was the main backend configuration settings that the admin needs to do after he has installed the module. And now what we'll be doing is we'll be going further and we'll be showing you how the admin will be able to create the zones and add zip codes for the created zones. So for that, let me take you back to the dashboard first. Alright, so here we are on the dashboard right now. So what I'll be doing is I'll be navigating through marketplace management, and then we'll go to the menu option that says shipping availability check, and here we have the option that says manage shipping region. So I'll open it up in other window here. So here we can see that the admin has already added some of the regions here. So to add a new region, the admin can tap the add region on the top right hand corner. Apart from that, the admin would be able to make use of the drop down actions option here, and he'll be able to enable, disable or delete any of the regions that he has already created. And the admin can also check the region name, the status of that particular region, and he can also tap the click button here for each of the respective regions that he has created, so as to check the zip codes that have been saved for those particular regions. He can also edit any of the regions by tapping the edit button on the right hand side here under the actions column. So now let's get ahead and let's see how a region can be added. So I'll just tap add region, and so here we can create a new region by entering the region information that includes the region name, its status, and we can also upload multiple zip codes at a time for this particular region by uploading a CSV file or the what we say as a comma separated value file. So for that, we have already provided the example CSV file. So I'll be opening that up. I'll download it up, and in the meantime, let's get ahead and let's enter the region name. So let me type in the region name. I've set it the region name as West Virginia, and I'll set the status as enabled. And let me go ahead and let me open the CSV file that I have downloaded. So basically what we are doing here is that we are creating the region, and we are entering the zip codes that would be valid for this particular region. And then the region would be applied, or that region can be used up and can be applied to the individual products or for the all products. So we'll see that in a moment. So let me open this CSV file, the example file that we have downloaded first. So here's the CSV file, the example CSV file that we have provided. I've downloaded it and I have opened it up. So here you can mention the zip codes that would be valid for this particular region that we're going to create. So let me put in some more zip codes. And let's save this file. And now I'll go back and I'll be uploading the same file. So I'll go to the region section. I'll choose my file by tapping the choose file option there. I'll go to the downloads section, and here I'll select my zip code CSV, and I'll tap the save region button thereafter. So here we can see that the region has been added successfully, and we also have one error message here that states that because these zip codes have already been applied, so they were already existing there, so it has skipped the row number 7 for 201301 because that zip code already existed there. So after we have added the region, we can see the region here, West Virginia. As you can see, the status is enabled, and if we tap on the click button, click link here, we'll be able to see all of these zip codes that are within this particular region that we have created. So here we have 201, 301, and now let's get back and let's see how the regions are going to be assigned to a particular product. For that, we'll navigate through catalog and products, and we can add the regions to a new product, or we can also add the same to an already created product. So let's go ahead and let's see how this can be done. So for that, so I'll go ahead and I'll add a new product, and then we'll be assigning the regions to this particular product. So let me add a new product for now. So I'll be entering the required information for this particular new product. I'll set the price, I'll set the quantity, okay, I'll select the category for this product, and here you can see the option that says available regions. So here we need to select the regions within which this particular product would be available. So I'll be selecting the West Virginia that I've selected, and that's it, and I'll save this product now. So the product has been saved here, as you can see. So let me now take you to the front end, and let's show you how the workflow can be seen on the front end for the customers. So here we are at the front end right now. So we have shown you how the admin would be able to create the different regions and add the zip codes for those particular created regions using a CSV file, and how to assign a particular region to a particular product. And now on the front end I'll be showing you how the customers can check the availability of this particular product for their own zip code. So here we have this small section here where you can see this icon denoting the location. So what I'll do is even a guest user can check the availability as well as a registered one, but the registered one will have the options to or select from the list of zip codes that have been entered within his address there. So for the guest users, let's get ahead and let's try the zip code that is 201301 that we had set up for this particular products region. So I'll enter it and I'll tap the check button, and here you can see that the product is available at 201301 for that for the entered zip code. And if I make this as 201300 and I'll tap the check button, and here you can see that the product is not available for this particular zip code because this zip code doesn't exist within the region that we have assigned to this particular product. So that was how a guest user can do. Exactly the same can be done by the what we say is the registered user. So now let's go ahead and let's see how a seller would be able to create the regions and assign the zip codes for his created regions, and how he can apply those regions to the particular product, and how a customer can then check the shipping availability for the seller's product. So I'll be going to the sign in page, and I'll be logging in as a seller first, and thereafter, so here I am, so I'll be logging in as a seller right now. So I'm logged in, and now I'll be going to my account section, and under my account section on the left hand side under the marketplace block, I'll be able to see the option add regions, and below that we have all regions, view all regions. So I'll open this and I'll open the add regions menu option as well. So under the add regions, we can add multiple number of regions that we want to assign to our particular products, and under the view all regions we will be able to manage the regions, as well as we can edit, click the option to see the zip codes that we have assigned to the regions, and we can also delete the regions that we have created. So for now what we'll be doing is we will be first adding the regions. So here let me set it as North Carolina, and similarly for this as well we can download the example CSV file that we already showed you for the admin's end. So we have already created that zip file, so I'll be selecting the same for this one as well, and here we'll be enabling the status for this particular region that we are going to create, and I'll tap the save region thereafter. So here you can see that the region has been added, North Carolina, and the seller would be able to filter the regions by region name, date, from and to, the region status. Apart from that, he can enable, disable or delete the created regions, and he can also edit or click the link here for a particular what we say as a region to see the zip codes that are available for that particular region. So I've tapped that up, and here we can see the North Carolina zip code list has appeared, and here we have 201,301. So now let's do one thing. Let's go and let's see how what we say as how the regions can be assigned to the products. So we just showed you how the seller would be able to add the regions. We showed you how you can manage the regions under the view all regions section, and now let's go to my product list for the seller, and let's assign a region to a particular product, and then we'll see the workflow at the front end as well. So from the seller's end, I can add the regions and the zip codes to a new product, or I can also use it for the already existing products. For now I'll be creating a new product, and we'll be adding the regions to this particular product that we are going to create. I'll select the category, I'll set the name, and the SKU, price, the stock, the visibility, the text class, the weight for this particular product, I can add an image for this as well. And here we will find the same available regions options, and here we can select where this particular product would be available, for which zones this particular product would be available. So we have selected all these with the North Carolina as well. So now let's get ahead and let's see how this product would be available at the front end. But before that, let me save the product first. Save this product, and let me go to the front end now. So here we are at the front end, and here is the product that I created. I'm sorry for the mistake here. So here's the product, and here we can see the location icon, and here we can check the zip code. So right now as we are logged in, and here you can see that according to our saved addresses, we're able to see the zip codes as well, and we can select them up to check the availability, and we can also see the recent zip codes that have been entered by other people as well. So here I'll be entering the 201,301, and I'll tap the check button to see the availability of this product for that particular zip code, and here you can see that the product is available. And if I make it as 201,200 and I tap the check button, and here you can see that the product is not available at 201,000. So that was much about the marketplace shipping availability check for Magento 2, and hope this video helped you out. And if you have any questions or queries regarding this extension, then you can always get back to us at support@webcool.com, or you may raise a ticket at webcool.ubdesk.com. Thanks for watching this video and have a great day ahead.